Hello, this is Michelle from Geneva Healthcare and welcome to episode 1 of The Wild Outside. So we're just going to tell you a little bit about today's video, and we filmed it a few days ago, and when me and Duke the dog and our son Logan went for a walk looking for interesting things to share with you. So we found a few things that I want you to look out for in these video clips. So I want you to look out for things like this, pine cones. So this is something that I actually found on our walk and I brought it back with me. So I want you to keep an eye out for when we find this. So I'll show you, there's some quite cute, these are very young, immature pine cones. These are pine needles here. That's what pine needles look like. They're very green. And they have a pine smell. Actually, they remind me of Christmas. So we'll get straight into it, and you can see the first part of the video now and some of the things that we got up to on our journey while we were being wild outside. Duke, what are you doing today? Hey? Hey. Hello. Off on our little adventure today. Let's see what we can find. Or should we go up here? Should we go up there? Let's go and have a look. Oh, here he goes. Duke likes to be in front. He likes to think he's in charge. Oh, what can we find today? Oh, what's this? Is this the exercising log?
This is the log where you used to be able to see the good view from, but...
Oh, it was the viewing log, but the trees have got a bit high, have they?
Yeah.
Can you walk along it? Use your balance. Oh! It rocks, so that's quite challenging if it moves while you're trying to walk along it. Oh, that would challenge your balance. Oh. Here we go. Foraging to see what we can find. Oh, you say, mind I don't get sticks in my eyes. Oh. What are you doing, Dukey dog? Do you want a treat? Do you want a treat? Sit. Good boy. You stay there when Mummy give you a treat. Yeah, you sit. You're meant to stay there. Stay there. Stay there. Stay. I'll teach him some trick. No, you're meant to stay. Stay. You're ruining my video. Right, Duke, you stay. Stay. I'll put a treat down. No, you stay. Sit. You won't. You won't do it now.
Right, I can do it.
You do it. Okay. Let me film
Okay.
you.
Duke, up. Sit. Wait. 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 Good.
Oh, good boy. Doggy a treat. Come here. Hello. Hello. You say hello. Good boy. Yeah. Oh.
These wouldn't be too good for lighting a fire because they're quite open.
So you can put them in the fire and it gives off like a pine smell if you have like a potbelly stove or a fire in the home.
They're pretty good for like just stoking the fire.
Stoking the fire. Oh, and they're starting off. Oh, look at all these pine cones here. Oh, these are quite cool. Oh, a whole stick of pine cones. So it looks like this branch has fallen off this old tree here. Yeah, so you can paint those and make little pine cone hedgehogs if you use them for art and crafts. What have you got there? Oh, hang on. We come back out of zoom. What's there? That branch has fallen off somewhere. Oh, you're breaking off the pine cones.
Pine cones.
Oh, you can use them for juggling. Show us your juggling. This is another thing you can do with pine cones is juggle.
Okay.
Oh, very clever. Oh,
I might grab some small ones.
takes a little bit of practice, and you got, yeah, probably smaller ones so you can get them in your hand. Oh, here we go, juggling with pine cones.
You want pine cones, Vicky?
Oh, Duke likes to chew pine cones.
Vicky, pine cones. Vicky,
Go on then.
you meant to chase it, Vicky. Go.
Nah, too far. He's been lazy.
Lazy little doggy.
Okay. So it's a really nice grassy glade that we've just come across. Oh, Logan's going to roll down the hill. It's always fun if you've got a bit of a slope. It's got to make sure there's no
Crashed into a tree.
nothing on the floor that's going to hurt you before you go rolling down.
I whacked my foot on the tree.
You hit your foot on the tree. Is that okay? Did the tree scream? No, what's the dog found? What are you sniffing, Duke?
Probably smell a rabbit.
You smell a rabbit. You smell a rabbit. Oh, and then back into the dark. Oh, just watching these roots. Got to make sure we don't trip over these. Roots in the path, obstacles. Oh. Ah, what do we have here? Well, there's all sorts of cobwebs here that are very interesting. Look, there's a little bit of moss. Is that actually attached? Yeah, that's growing, and it's all got caught up into a little hidey hole. You can imagine all sorts of things maybe living in there. Certainly a spider, I would imagine. But if we can see one. Oh, look, we can see right in there. I reckon there's a few spider families living in there, and they've got the webs on the outside to catch the flies. So when they come out, they can have something to eat. Not any flies on there at the moment, so flies are safe at the moment. Yeah. So what you got there, Logan? They are sticks from a dead fern that you found on the floor, and they can be used as drumsticks.
Yeah.
They're a little bit soft, are they? But you can play a little tune. Ah, so you can play it like a musical instrument.
Ow. Oh, there might be some down here.
So we're actually looking for some. We're looking for some unusual fungi or toadstools.
Part down here that you put on the water bucket.
Oh, there's Dookie. He was foraging around in the bush. Nope. Duke's got the scent of something else. He's gone for a little rummage. Oh, look at all these roots down here. Be careful not to trip on those. Yeah. There's some big tree roots coming across here. Oh, see. Yeah. Wow, it's quite pretty actually, the way these tree roots all weave across the path. Pretty, and a little plant. That'll be a little baby tree of some sort that's decided to start growing there. What I've just spotted, I think I've spotted a toadstool. Looks like it's got something on the top of it. It's very orange. What's that? It's a good idea. You wouldn't want to touch it with your fingers because I think these are actually poisonous. But that's toadstool. And so what the toadstool is, a fruiting body, so it comes up, there will be a whole network, I think of mycelium they call it, underneath the ground, and then when it wants to, I guess, throw out some seeds to respore and grow some more, it pops up a toadstool head, and this would have little spores all underneath. And this one's fully open, so the spores would have come out quite some time ago. I'll move some of this out of the way. So there, oh, there you go, as a close-up. So there you can see all the spores would have been amongst those little layers there. And all the spores have gone because it's fully open, this toadstool. A bit like a mushroom, but because of the red colour, you know, this one's probably not one you want to eat. And so that will have spread its spores around to spread its fungus sort of network. Yeah, so the toadstool that we came across was a bit sad. I think it was a little bit old. So what I've done is I've found some nice photos of what those toadstools look like in the wild when they're at their best, before, you know, when they're sort of fresh. So take a look at those now. Now, the fun thing about toadstools is that they've been used in lots of fairy tales and folklore, and for eons, you know, hundreds of years, with fairies and frogs and toads sitting on them. I've found some pictures for you, so have fun looking at these. Oh look, so I've just found this stick on the floor that's got some cool, it's got 3 pine cones, and they'll be quite good for making into hedgehogs. They're quite a nice little shape. So I'm going to take those with me and I'll paint them and make them into hedgehogs and show you that later. Okay. Hold on a second. What are you doing there? Oh, clever dog. Good boy. So we're just coming out of the end of this little pathway. Oh, out into the light. Good view from here. There's a view of the sea. So we are quite close to Gulf Harbour here, about a 5-minute drive. So that view up there would be up towards Warkworth, heading north. Cows? Oh yes, we've got the cows here. That's what I wanted to show you. Oh, that's a bit of a collapsed cartwheel. That's your PE for today, Logan. Oh, here we go. Here's all the cows. Yeah, I wanted to show you the cows. So there's quite a few of them just there. They're just walking away. You just stand still and see if we can see what's going on. They're very curious. And find these rocks. I'm sure if you can see that. See, there's a plant growing all the way up the side of that rock. There's something else poking out from the undergrowth under here. What's this? This is a sculpture. This is another cast iron sculpture. It's a face with a shell on the top. Oh, and look, if we go inside the mouth of what's inside here? That's a sculpture of the shell inside. So when we got back, I mentioned to my husband that I was going to make some hedgehogs out of these. I think it's really cute as a decoration. And so then my husband went outside to clear some storm damage, and he went one better, and he found these. So these are pine cones that are still half closed. They're very immature, and because of the storm damage, the branches have fallen off the trees, and so they were just they were just laying on the floor. They couldn't have matured anymore. So my husband picked a lot of these up, and some of them he's used on the fire, which makes the place smell nice when he starts the fire. But these ones, he said, they look like hedgehogs, and they'd be much better for decorating. So we've got Mummy and Daddy hedgehog here, and what we'll do in one of our future videos, I will decorate these. So I'll show you how I decorate these. We'll use some things from around the house, maybe some paints, maybe some felt, stick some things on and make these look more like hedgehogs. So these are the two kiddie hedgehogs. This one's the youngest one, and this one must be the teenager. He's just slightly bigger. Thank you for viewing our video today. If you enjoyed this video, please give it the big thumbs up. And we'll see you in our next episode of Wild Outside.